What's going on, guys? It is Adrian from Lucky Sock Games, and these are just going to be my impressions on the Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta. Now, I gotta tell you, I have had a lot of fun playing this. This is one of my first games. I haven't played a whole lot of it yet, but man, have I been having a lot of fun. It really feels to me a lot less like Halo 4 and a lot more like previous Halo games like Halo 3 and Halo Reach. So that's a good thing to me. I know a lot of people didn't like Halo 4 all that much. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, but I liked Halo 3 and Halo Reach a lot more. So it's good that the feel of the game is getting back to how it was before, but is still able to add some new stuff and make it feel fresh. So I really felt all my old Halo nostalgia and Halo memories rushing back to me because, like I said, the game feels a lot more like previous Halos. So I remember it was actually Grant and his brother, they got Halo 3 for Christmas. I guess it was the year it came out. And I just remember having like some of the most fun I've ever had playing a game, playing Halo 3 for the first time. It was one of the first-person shooters I really got into, and it was just so fun. Like, I feel like Halo has this element of, I guess just fun is the best word I can say, that other games don't have as much, in my opinion anyway. Like, there's just this element of uncertainty, this element of anything can happen in a Halo game. Like, you can be driving a Ghost, and then a random grenade will come out of nowhere and blow you out of the sky and send you flying across the map into your teammate. Then a piece of that Ghost will fly off and hit an enemy, and you'll get a double kill and a betrayal. Like, it's just, that sort of crazy fun just doesn't happen in other games. And I'm just always having fun playing Halo. I'm never getting mad at it, even if I do poorly. For example, if I play Call of Duty, even if I go like 40-0, there's always something to complain about. But in Halo, it's just, there's just so much fun to be had, and not enough anger not to be had. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just too good. So let's just get into all the new things they've added and what I think of them. And I think they're all great. Just a little spoiler there for the remainder of the video. So, if you've noticed, you probably noticed, the game plays a lot faster than previous Halo games. And I didn't notice it a whole lot while I was playing it. Noticed it a little bit. But watching this footage back, some of the things I was doing and a lot of the motions and the animations in the game, it just looks like it's playing so fast. And when watching it back, I was like, whoa, I'm moving so quickly and doing all these actions really quickly. You don't see this I didn't see this in the previous Halo games anyway. It's pretty crazy. But one thing they're doing to slow down the gameplay, trying to keep it from going way too fast, is while you're sprinting, your shield does not regenerate. So this prevents you from pretty much endlessly sprinting around the map, and prevents the game from becoming way too fast and a lot less like Halo should be. So if you get shot, you can't just run around the map until your health comes back. You have to go either hide somewhere or at least walk around until your shields come back. And I really like this addition. It just, I don't know, it adds a good sense of balance to the game. One thing you really have to get used to is that your shield does take a little while to come back. So if you start sprinting like half a second before it's about to recharge, it's going to reset that timer and it's not going to recharge. So that got me killed a few times, so that's definitely something I have to get used to. Probably my favorite new weapon, well, it's not a new weapon, it's the SMG, but it feels a little different than previous SMGs. It feels a lot more close range than it did in the past, or at least that's what my memory is telling me. I feel like the SMG was pretty close to how the assault rifle worked in previous Halos. It was a little bit shorter range, but it was nearly identical in my opinion. But in this game, it's a lot more of a close range weapon. From medium to long range, you can't really do a whole lot of damage with it, but from close range, man, does it make a difference. You really want to use this weapon more like a shotgun than you would any other weapon. So from short range, you can just eviscerate people. It's crazy. It's so good and so satisfying to use. So another thing that they added is clamber, which is basically just a climb animation. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to be happy with this, because there's always, people like to do their skillful Halo jumps, like jump down and do a 180 and throw a grenade and then use that grenade to propel you up into the air. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you could still do that in this game, but it makes it a little more accessible for people. Like, if you miss a jump, you can just press the jump button again, and your character will climb up onto the ledge, and it makes the game a little bit faster as well. And I think it's pretty good. It adds a little more fluidity to the gameplay, if you will. Of course, everyone has unlimited sprint, as I mentioned before, but a way to balance that out is your shields don't regenerate while you're sprinting. There's also the Spartan Charge, which basically, when you're sprinting for long enough, you get this sort of wind animation on your screen. It's kind of like in Mirror's Edge or in Destiny. It's like the Titan Charge. So if you use the, if you melee while you're sprinting for long enough, you do this charge forward, and it's an instant kill melee attack. And kind of seems overpowered when you think about it, but you have to aim it properly, and it's really easy to miss. So I think it's a welcome addition, and it can, if you get good with it, it can be pretty crazy. But if you're not good with it, you're gonna look like a fool. I think I actually missed a charge. Yeah, I missed a charge right there. See, it's not completely overpowered, but it's definitely good if you can use it right. Another thing that people are gonna go nuts about in a really bad way is this game has ADS, or aim down sights, now. But before people go nuts, it's not quite like a Call of Duty aim down sights. It's more like, in the previous Halos, you could aim down the sights with the battle rifle or the DMR. In this game, every weapon has an aim down sights version like that, which makes them just a little more accurate. But it's not really a huge game changer, because you can play exactly like you would a previous Halo, and you'll still do just fine. You don't ever actually have to use the aim down sights. It's basically just an option that you can use. Like, for example, if you're a little bit farther away from someone, but you have the assault rifle, if you jump up and use the aim down sights, you might be able to just get a little bit less bullet spread and kill them. So it's sort of a thing you have to decide. Do I want to aim down sights here, or do I want to just go classic Halo, you know? And you may have noticed just there, I got a perfect kill medal. That's probably one of my favorite new things that they've added. It's pretty small things they've added, but I like it. So basically, if you get a 4-shot or a 5-shot with the DMR or the battle rifle, you get a medal that's called a perfect kill. So, I mean, what can I say about that? They're rewarding you for playing amazingly. So that's pretty good. Another thing that they've added is the hover, which I like a lot. So if you jump into the air and then aim down sights, you basically float in the air, and then you can shoot around, and it's pretty crazy. But the balancing for it is good, because if you're hovering in midair in the middle of the map, you're kind of a really easy target. So you want to use it at the ideal moments and not when you're going to get shot out of the air. The coolest thing they probably added is the ground pound. So if you're hovering in the air, you can, excuse me, you can hold down, I believe it's the left stick, I could be wrong, I'm probably wrong, I'm always wrong. But you can hold down a button of some sort, and it charges you up, and then you can sort of aim this reticle at the ground, and then you'll just do this charge into the ground. If there's anyone close to you around that area, it'll kill them. It's pretty cool. I haven't been able to pull one off yet. It's pretty hard to use, but it's pretty cool, and I'm glad they added it. They're adding a lot of things that make you feel more like an actual super soldier rather than just a guy with a gun and armor. So that's pretty cool. So all in all, I've had a really good time playing this so far, and I'm going to be playing a whole lot of it later. So just to summarize, they've added a whole lot of new things to the game. They've gotten rid of loadouts, and everyone has all the same abilities. It really gives the game a sense of balance, and it feels a lot less like Halo 4 and a lot more like previous Halos, and I'm really happy that they've done that. If you've enjoyed this video, I thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.